You know that empty feeling, right? When you walk into a room and it's like you're made of glass. You speak, but your words just evaporate. No eye contact, no engagement. It's like you're broadcasting on a frequency nobody can hear. And you've tried everything, being nicer, talking louder, maybe even fading into the background, hoping someone will notice the effort. But nothing changes. Here's the brutal truth you need to hear today. People aren't ignoring you. They're ignoring the signals your body is screaming on your behalf. And you are, right now, in this moment, probably sending them all. The good news? By the end of this video, you'll know how to flip a single switch that forces people to see you, hear you, and remember you. And you can start in the next 5 minutes. Let's begin with the most common, invisible mistake that kills your presence before you even say a word. It's in your walk. Tomorrow, watch people. You'll see 2 types. The first walks with their chin down, eyes on the ground, as if they're apologizing for taking up space. The second constantly scans the room, head on a swivel, desperately looking for a sign they're welcome. Both are screaming nervousness and need for approval. Now, watch someone who commands a room. Their face isn't down, it isn't searching. It's pointing forward, chin level, like they're already thinking about where they're going, not who's watching them. This isn't about arrogance, it's about direction. Your face pointing forward tells the ancient part of every brain around you, I belong here and I'm going somewhere. Try this one thing tomorrow. Walk to your car, to the store, into the office with your face pointing forward, neutral, not smiling, not frowning, just forward. You will feel the shift instantly. People will unconsciously move. They'll give you space because your body just told them you're not someone to step in front of. Now, let's talk about the instant reaction that makes you forgettable. You're in line, lost in thought. Someone says, "Excuse me." What do? If you're like most, you jerk aside immediately, scrambling to get out of their way. You think you're being polite, but in that split-second scramble, you sent a silent, powerful message. Your mission is more important than my existence. You didn't mean it, but their subconscious got it. Here's the change. Next time when someone demands your attention, an "excuse me," an interruption, pause, finish your thought, take a breath, then calmly, with eye contact, respond. That 2-second delay is not rude, it's powerful. It whispers, my attention has value, it is not free. Stop sprinting across the parking lot when someone waves. Stop dropping your entire focus the second someone speaks. By being perpetually available, you've trained everyone that your time is the cheapest in the room. Start today. Give yourself a 3-second buffer before responding to any demand. Watch how the entire dynamic shifts. This leads to the listening habit that's secretly destroying your credibility. Think of the last time you were actively listening. You were probably leaning in, nodding constantly, making those sounds every 3 seconds. We do this to be supportive, but it backfires. That frantic nodding and filling every silence isn't engagement, it's anxiety. It screams, I'm so nervous you'll stop talking to me that I have to prove I'm listening. Now, think of how a judge, a surgeon, or a great CEO listens. They are still, solid. They don't perform. Their calm, focused presence communicates more power than 1,000 nods ever could. Your stillness tells the other person, what you're saying is so important I don't need to perform. I can just absorb it. Try it in your next conversation. Sit back, be still. Let there be silence. You will feel uncomfortable. That's the old anxiety leaving your body. The person talking will feel more heard than ever before because your calm tells them they matter. Next, we have the vocal betrayer that undermines everything you say. Listen to yourself. Do you start a sentence strong, but by the end your voice fades, like you're asking permission for your own idea to exist? That dying fall tells everyone, I'm not sure about this, and I expect you to challenge me. Or maybe you do the opposite. You start quiet, feel ignored, and then suddenly get loud and intense. That shouts, I don't believe I deserve attention unless I fight for it. The key isn't volume, it's consistency. Whether you're naturally loud or soft, carry that same energy from your first word to your last period. A steady, even tone signals an unshakable belief in the value of your own words. It feels terrifyingly direct at first. That fear is a lie. It's just the feeling of finally speaking like someone who deserves to be heard. Finally, let's expose your hands. Right now, where are they? Pockets? Crossed over your chest? Tucked under your legs? This is a primal signal. For thousands of years, hidden hands have meant, I am protecting myself, I am not safe, I am uncertain. Your brain might not think that, but everyone else's does. People who are trusted keep their hands visible, relaxed, at their sides or on the table. It's an ancient peace signal. I am so comfortable here, I have no need to guard myself. In your next interaction, consciously take your hands out of hiding. Leave them on the armrest, on the table. You will feel vulnerable, exposed. That's the point. When you stop hiding, people instinctively trust you more. Your body is finally telling the truth. There is no threat here. Here's the most important thing you will hear today. None of this is your fault. You learned these habits to survive, to be polite, to avoid conflict, to not be a burden. They were shields for a younger you. But now those shields have become cages, making you invisible. Every one of these signals, the downcast face, the instant jump, the frantic nodding, the fading voice, the hidden hands, they all broadcast one thing: fear. Fear of being seen, fear of disappointing, fear of conflict. And the world responds to that fear by looking away. You are not stuck. You can change this faster than you think. Don't try to fix it all at once. You'll overwhelm yourself and quit. Look at these 5 signals. Which one made you cringe? Which one screamed, "That's me"? That's your target. For the next 3 days, you focus on that one thing only. If it's your hands, just keep them visible, nothing else. If it's your voice, just focus on ending your sentences with the same strength you started. 3 days, let it become automatic. Then stack the next one. In a month, you will be communicating on a completely different frequency. People will not recognize what's changed about you, only that something has. They will lean in, they will listen, they will remember. So, decide now, which signal ends with you today? Drop it in the comments. I want to know what you're committing to. This is your first step out of the background and into the life where you are seen, heard, and respected. Because you've always mattered. It's time your body started telling the truth. If this video showed you how, you're ready for the next level. Hit subscribe, because next week we're dismantling the hidden triggers of social anxiety for good. Now go out there, own your space, and watch the world finally start to notice.